Hello, yellow fellows. It's Baldy Chris. It's time for some more yellow sticker madness, and you can see where we've been. We've been to Morrisons. So today I've had to work quite a late shift, finishing at 7. Being on the phones as well. It's not a nice shift basically. So I got off that and I just thought I'm gonna go to Morrisons, see if they've got anything good on yellow sticker that I can just treat myself to. I probably shouldn't really do comfort eating type stuff, but I did. However, I was a little bit thwarted in that I couldn't really find anything that fit the bill for a nice treat. That's not to say that I didn't get anything. Let's have a look at what we did get. Well, you can probably see we got soup. And we got quite a lot of soup. The new Covent Garden soup, lentil and smoked bacon, specifically, marked down quite heavily. Weird amount. I can't work out the percentage there, but that's down to less than a third of the usual price. So I guess that's maybe a 75% reduction. And I do like lentil and bacon soup rather a lot. It would be one of my prime choices. In previous videos, I'm pretty sure I've been bemoaning the cost of a can of soup. Typically, couldn't get lentil and bacon. I got pea and ham, close substitute. That one's from Aldi. I think they charge about 63 for that. So just by way of size comparison, there's definitely more in the Covent Garden stuff. Morrison's own soup is 85p a can. So getting these at 51, I was very happy with that. Why did I get so many? Well, there was loads, still left a few after this. And at 51, I'm like, yeah, I'm doing that. And they can be frozen as well. But I noticed while I was there that these are actually good for another month yet anyway. So it's not like they need to be frozen just yet. So I'll probably put half of these in the fridge and half in the freezer and gradually get them used at some stage. They had not lentil and bacon, leek and potato as well, which weirdly was the same start price, but was something like about 127 on the markdown, and that actually did need to be used by tomorrow. So I don't really know why they got the pricing discrepancy there like that. I did ask the guy there, and he didn't know either, and he's just like, oh well, it is what it is. So I'm like, okay, fair enough. So what else have we got? I've got some dinner for tomorrow. I've got a whole chicken with pork, sage and onion stuffing. So I'm sure that'll be quite nice. It's because it's used by tomorrow rather than today. The markdown's not huge. Somewhere around about 25% there, I guess, maybe a little bit more. I don't know. Down to 487. Anyway, that will give me dinner tomorrow and indeed the day after, and I would think that probably the day after that, plucking what's left off the carcass as well. So got some chicken there, and I've got some potatoes to go with that as well. Again, they're used by tomorrow, and they were basically about half price at 55p. And can be made nice and quickly in just 6.5 minutes, although obviously the chicken's going to take quite a bit longer. 1 hour 35, in fact. I do like it when they tell you exactly how long to do it on the label. Makes it a lot easier than trying to work out 25 minutes per kilo plus a pound over and all that nonsense. What else have we got? We got some salad marked down 90%, my favourite type of reduction. Down to just 7p there. It needs to be used by tonight. So whatever I do end up having for dinner tonight, which may well be lentil and bacon soup, I can certainly have it with some salad. And similarly, as you saw right at the start of the video, we've got some cherry tomatoes as well. They were only 60p to begin with, which isn't bad in the first place. Those are best before tomorrow. You can just about see that down there. So reduced quite heavily for something that's not used by and not the same date. So what's that? That's 60% off down to 24p. Can't argue with that at all. There's the potatoes, you've seen those already. When I stood at the fridges, I talked to the lad about the cost of the soups. It turned out I was actually in his way, wanting to put some stuff in the fridges. But instead he just said, can I interest you in some sausage rolls? And I went, yeah, probably. So I could have sausage rolls for dinner because I got loads of them. So I've got 28-ish in this one, marked down to 24p, so 90% off. They're used by today. They could be frozen if necessary. In fact, I might do because, like I say, I did get loads. And there is another box as well of 20. Again, the asterisk 20-ish. They were also marked down by 90% down to just 30p. Those ones are definitely ready to eat. These ones, I assume, are. It doesn't expressly say they are. It says it can be eaten hot or cold. They certainly look cooked. And, it doesn't say it absolutely has to be cooked, just gives you heating instructions. So, anyway, I will stick those in the freezer and make do with those ones, which, if you're worried about the open packaging, I just got packaged before I made the video. It is getting late after all. And I got myself some pudding as well. Got a rhubarb pie. Half price. Would have preferred a bigger reduction, but I figure that's not too bad. I tend to have these kind of things for pudding. They tend to be around about the sort of 30-40p mark per packet. So half of this pie, was really quite a generous serving, is in the same sort of price bracket. So I figured it's probably all right, even though I like a bigger discount. And I don't know if you remember from a previous video, I did get a load of brandy sauces, which I think were about 20p a carton, if I remember correctly. And that seems like a fairly good candidate for going along with the brandy sauce, so I'll certainly give it a go. And then the very last thing, they had some Tic Tacs, which were marked down to 19p. But because the barcode's wrapped around the product like that, it was incredibly difficult to actually scan through the self-service till. I did try, had problems with something else as well. The barcode was printed really close to the seam. Again, you can see I've been at those on the way home. But because it wouldn't go through, I called for help at the checkout, and the guy just went, "Oh, just have them, just take them away once you paid." So I'm like, okay, fair enough. So those were 100% reduced down to a princely sum of 0p whatsoever, which I absolutely cannot argue with. Anyway, that is it for my little mixed bag, my super haul of stuff from Morrisons on the Yellow Sticker deals. So if you like what you've seen here and you want to see some more, think about subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, and push the notification button so that you get told every time I upload a video, which is typically about once a week, although it's been more than that lately. And as ever, do like and share, that would be wonderful. And if you want to get in touch in the comments, please feel free. I do read them all, and I'll get back to you as soon as I'm able to do so. All right, take care of yourselves. Bye for now.